Hi everybody, it's Seth, your Mild Mannered Mage, coming at you with another episode of Breaking Boxes. And you can tell that I'm actually not in my normal filming space right now. I'm actually in my dining room filming this episode because the box here is a little bit bigger than what I'm normally filming. So I needed to find a little bit bigger space to work with to show y'all all the goodies inside. So decided to come here into the dining space just so that I could spread out a little bit better. So recently I attended the Raleigh Retro Gamers Market here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out to the Retro Gamers Market. And while checking out their booths, which is where I like to go to indulge on a lot of my Funko needs, I came across a vendor that was actually selling off his Magic collection. And, after talking with him for a little bit, he had just moved to the area, and just was not playing Magic like he once was, and just decided that it was time to move on from his collection. So, talking a little bit further with him, I decided to go ahead and purchase that collection from him, and that is what we see here. So I checked out, one or two cards that was in there, but pretty much have not looked at the entirety of this box. I bought this box for $90. So we will see. I'll try at the end of this video to throw a little, value estimate, based off of TCG, what I think the value is of the box, and we'll see whether or not I got my money's worth. So let's get into here and check out what we got. And you see we've actually got two additional boxes here too that go with this set. So we got these two boxes here plus everything that is inside. So I got everything in this box for $90, and that includes this playmat. So I don't recognize the art. So if anybody knows, and this looks like it is a pretty older mat, if anybody knows what art this is, leave me a comment, but that's a pretty cool playmat, I think. So there we go. So nice playmat. And let's get into some of these boxes. All right, and then we'll just kind of spread out. And I'll try to break this up a little bit too. And looking at some of these, he's already got them divided out by color some. There's some decks, deck boxes, sleeves, and all sorts of miscellaneous goodies in here. So we'll just kind of go through and check it all out once we get everything out of the big box, and we'll see what we got. So I feel like I got a lot, at least. Oh. All right, so this looks like it's a box of green. This one over here, what was already out, this is a box of red. And then this is not labeled, so. All right. This looks like a box of black. This looks like a commander deck, Mind Seas, and another Mind Seas. This looks like it's from Amonkhet, maybe. No label on it. We've got Innistrad. Set this over here. No label on this one. another little pack. And this one says White Artifacts. Dark Ascension. Okay. And then this looks like Core 14, which is about when I started playing. Okay, and then also in here, we've got just some assorted dice. So we've got some assorted spin downs. Let's see. That looks like Ravnica, maybe Innistrad or Dark Ascension, M12, not sure, and M12, and then just some D6s. Okay, so random dice. Always need dice for the dice bag. Okay, so let's push this back some. Let's give us some space to work with. And let's get into some of these boxes. Okay, so first box here, this first little box. And we've got our helpful Planeskitty assistant, Coraline, coming in, checking out, making sure that the box is of premium quality, that is what we bought the box for her to check it out and lay in it while we're doing all this. So it looks like the box passes the Planeskitty inspection, Coraline. Oh, she's still inspecting it. So there we go. Okay. All right, so first little box here. Okay, this looks like it is tokens. So let's see what sort of tokens we've got. So some goblins, sliver tokens, mirror tokens, some mirror that I've not seen. Very nice. That looks like from Phyrexia, a golem, soldier boys, cats, spirits, more soldiers, more spirits. Are these two-sided? Doesn't look like it. Goats! Always good to see a goat. Some knights, some humans. More humans. Harpies, demons. Did I leave a dice in there? Did you find a dice? You did. She was rolling the dice, so... Some demons, saprolings, oozes, wolves. Okay, so we've got a nice mix of tokens here. Illusions and soldiers and humans. There we go. All right. And Coraline now putting on a show in the back. Thank you, Coraline. Okay, so nice little assortment of tokens. All right, next box here. This feels pretty full. So let's see what we got here. Oh, this has got something in it. All right, here we go. Okay, and this just looks like some assorted sleeves. Yeah, okay. So just some extra sleeves. Never go wrong with having some extra sleeves around. I'll have to count them out. You know, I am primarily a commander player. So that pack looks like it's not been opened. So I'll see if there's a viable 100 count in there that I can maybe get a commander deck into. But some extra sleeves. All right. Oh, that sleeve looks like it's tore all up. Okay. So hopefully that's all the boring stuff out of the way, because I know y'all are here for the cards. So let's get into this Morning Tide box. It's a theme deck box and no label on it that he's written what it is. So let's check it out. Okay. So this looks like from Lorwyn. Okay. Counter spell. Looks like a Goblin Rogue. Thieves' Fortune. You may play this for its prowl cost if combat was done by a rogue. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand. Okay. Pessermite. Uno's Blackguard. So this looks like it might be just a blue-black fairy deck, I'm thinking. Oh, that's a shapeshifter. Changeling. Tap and untap creature you control. Off thus, Changeling gains flying. Okay. Yeah, so this looks like, oh, there we go. An Una, Queen of the Fae, from the, maybe Evening Tide? Okay. But yeah, this does look like it's probably a fairy rogue deck. Yep, rogue. There's a Merfolk Rogue. Ghostly Changeling. Yeah, so a little 60 card. Oh, Notorious Throng. There's another rare. Blue and 3 for Tribal Sorcery Rogue. Can cast it for its prowl cost. Blue and 5. You may play this for its prowl cost if you dealt combat damage to a player this turn with a rogue. Put X 1/1 black fairy rogue creature tokens with flying into play, where X is the damage dealt to your opponents this turn. If Notorious Throng's prowl cost was paid, take an extra turn after this one. Well, that's kind of fun. Neat little extra turn spell. Yeah. So it looks like there's some fun things in here. Okay, pretty. Oh, here's another rare card. We're at the end, so we'll check out these others. And then the last rare, Anti-Snitch. Black and 2 for a Goblin Rogue. Can't block. Prowl for black and 1. Rogue is dealt damage. You can pay the prowl cost. Whenever a Goblin or Rogue you control deals combat damage to a player, if Anti-Snitch is in your graveyard, you may return Anti-Snitch to your hand. Okay, that's pretty good. A Goblin that keeps coming back. Very nice. Okay, so we hit a couple of rares in this deck. This little deck box. So we'll check the prices on those. And let's go to the next one. This looks like Horror Lurks Within. That is Grimgrin. I wonder if there's a Grimgrin in here. I'm going to say no. Given that the first card is red. Okay. So this looks like maybe a mono red Burn deck. Yep, with fire breathing. Yep, that's what it looks like to me. Very simple to the point. All right. Well, that's an easy one. Looks like it's all commons too. So we'll also, just to be thorough, we will check the pricing on everything just to see what we get. All right, this one feels a little heavier, a little something in there. So let's see what we got. Okay, this one looks like it is actually a sleeved deck. All right. And first up, we've got a beast. Okay. Oh, Rootbound Crag. So it looks like we've got, and a Planeswalker. Okay. Garruk Wild Speaker. So it looks like we've got a Gruul deck here. Make Big Stompy is my guess. Giant Growth. Door of Destinies. There we go. That's something fun. See some Elvish Mystics. Let's make some mana. Yep, Tribal Beast is what I'm guessing. With some elves in here for beast support. Okay, Garruk's Horde. Garruk's Horde. Okay. Protein Hulk. That seems pretty good. Another Rootbound Crag. Slaughterhorn. And a Batterhorn Krasis and a clone. Okay. So that's got, looks like that's got some stuff in it too. Not sure if you can hear my smart home device going off. Not sure why, but okay. And here is a 2012 core box. Ooh, that's a rough looking mountain. Curse of the Stalked Prey. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to an enchanted player, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Okay. Curse of Wizardry. Okay, so maybe we're dealing with curses in this one. I like it. Hollowed Fountain. Okay, Shockland. I will take a Shockland. Glacial Fortress. Sheoldred. Okay. Chromatic Lantern. Curse of Echoes. Enchant player. Whenever enchanted player casts an instant or sorcery spell, each other player may copy that spell and may choose new targets for the copy he or she controls. Okay, I like it. That up top. Another Glacial Fortress. Wow, this one's got some heaters in it. Quicksilver Amulet. Dragon Skull Summon. Oh, that one's got some damage on it. Steam Vents. Man, a lot of these are upside down. Another Dragon Skull. I mean, I think I found the deck where everything is. Jesus. I don't know about y'all, but that bothers me when the things are upside down. Another Glacial Fortress. Diabolic Tutor. Okay. Day of Judgment, destroy all creatures. Okay. Another Dragon Skull Summit. What is this? Heartless Summoning. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Creatures you control get -1/-1. Okay. Curse of Death's Hold. Enchant player, enchanted creatures enchanted player controls get -1/-1. A Sphere of Safety, and then 2 Mesa Enchantresses. Okay, so that deck had some things going on in it. I like it. All right, so let's take a second, since we've gone through some boxes, and we will give y'all an arena code for hanging out today. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me as I go through this box of boxes and all these cards, and we figure out what is in here and what's good. And we'll keep plowing through here and see what else we've got. So keep hanging out with me, and we'll see if we can't give y'all some more. All right, on to the next little box of goodies. All right, Azorius Signet. Signets are always good. Memnarch? What the hell? A Magister Sphinx. When it enters the battlefield, target player's life total becomes 10. Damn. Dreamstone Hedron. I think that could be good. But again, we'll check all of the cards, common and uncommon, because there's some in here. March of the Machines. Each non-creature artifact is an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost. That is... You can do some things with this, because this had Memnarch in it, and you can make the lands artifacts, lands artifacts, and then use this enchantment to just basically destroy all the lands by turning them into 0/0 creatures. Are you, ma'am, Coraline? Apparently she thinks we're having to roll to see who goes first. Sundering Titan. That, I think, in Commander is banned. Demir Signet. Lodestone Golem. Everflowing Chalice. Duplicate. There's some good stuff in this one, too. Okay. So Coraline has discovered the dice roll. And there we go. All right. So that's... Okay. If you'll excuse me for 1 second, Coraline. Okay. All right. And we're back. And I still feel like I'm missing a dice. Okay, there it is. Maybe we need to find some place to put the dice. We'll put them over by me where she cannot get to them while I'm filming. Okay. Sorry about that. But, you know, the joy of having cats. You can get back in the box if you want. And the joy of filming while the cats are out and the dogs are out and everything. So, all right. Hey, if you've got pets, send me a picture of them. I want to see your little plains pets. You know, I do have a Planeskitty and a Plains puppy. This was from a Core 14 box. I think this is just going to be a mono white build, it looks like. Yeah, not seeing a whole lot here. That is jumping out at me. We had a good run on some heaters there for a second. Okay. Get into the next one. This is a Return to Ravnica. This looks like maybe a... Ooh, that's a full. There's another foil. A draw deck of some sort. I mean, it's blue. It's going to be a draw deck. All the mixed up cards. Tugs at me. Mind control. It's a Kraken. Unsummon. All right. Good deal. Almost through all of the little boxes. Here's, this is from a Dark Ascension box. Okay. There we go with that again. But this looks like it's just a very... This looks like it's just all commons and uncommons, I think. Ooh, Vampire Hex Mage. That's I think as a staple. So I got at least 2 of those. So that's something good to check out. And again, like I said, I'm going to check the prices on everything because there's a lot here that I don't recognize. I mean, I've been playing for 10 years, but in Magic, 10 years is nothing, right? This is from a Core 2012 box, and this says green on it. So, yeah, there are commons and uncommons that the value is a lot. And I am Jon Snow, and I know nothing. And cards that I think would be worth a lot are not. And it doesn't make much sense to me sometimes. But I know that Commander doesn't drive price value. It is modern and standard. And this looks like it's all commons and uncommons. Yep. Okay. And then the last box here, of the little boxes at least. This one right here. Oh, another sleeved one. So let's see what we got. If equipped creature would deal combat damage, it deals double that damage instead. If another creature would deal combat damage to equipped creature, it deals double that damage to equipped creature instead. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Palladium Mirror, Iron Mirror. So a mono red Mind Crank is pretty good. Mono red artifacts. That's what it looks like. Fling's pretty good. Another Mind Crank, okay. Another Fling. Active Aggression, that might be worth something. Molten Primordial. Active Treason, another Flame. All right, well, there we go. All right, so that is all of the little boxes. We still have a lot to look at. We still have all of these big boxes here to do, plus these two commander deck boxes here that we need to check out. So yeah, bundle boxes. That's what I was trying to think of. Plus these commander deck boxes. And after the break, we will get back to cracking some of these boxes open and seeing what is in them. In the meantime, here is another, ooh, that is not in focus. Here's another arena code just for hanging out with me today. And I'd love to hear from y'all and, you know, what you think of this video so far. And, you know, just let me know what you think of the channel. Let me know, you know, what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad, what I could do better. And any feedback, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Mild Mannered Mage. And again, when we get back from the break, we'll be opening up some more of these boxes. We'll see you soon. And we're back with our mega $90 Raleigh Retro Game Breaking Box episode. And next, let's open up these Commander deck boxes. So they're both the same box. It says Mind Seize on it. So one's a little heavier than the other. So let's open up this lighter one first. And let's see what we got here. Just a couple of things in it. So I don't even know what this is. This is from Arch Enemy. So I'm not familiar with Arch Enemy. So I will have to check that out. These are all new to me. I've never done anything with Arch Enemy. The only Arch Enemy that I know is when somebody starts going off in Commander and you need to kind of put a stop to it. Okay. So that's some Arch Enemy cards. And then we've got some oversized Commander cards. Hey, I know these guys. Oh, wow, and an oversized Avacyn. So we've got Thraxamundar, the Zombie Assassin, which is really cool. 7 mana for a Zombie Assassin 6/6. Haster, when he attacks, defending player sacks a creature. Whenever a player sacks a creature, put a 1/1 counter on Thraxamundar. So he just gets large and in charge. Nekuzar, the Bind Razor, classic wheel damage commander. At the beginning of each player's draw step, they draw an additional card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Nekuzar deals 1 damage to that player. Okay. Javala Nephelia's Scourge. Vampire Wizard. When she enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top X cards of his or her library, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast, so on opening cast is 4. When she attacks, you may cast an instant or sorcery card exiled with it without paying its mana cost. I like that. Anmar, Elemental, 1/1, protection from white and black. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Anmar. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1/1 counter. Riku of the Two Reflections. Human Wizard, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, pay Is It. If you do, copy it. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield, pay Simic. If you do, put a token on the battlefield. And then Innet the Dreamer. Flying, when it deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2. If you do, exile the top card of your library. Face down, you may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled. You may play that card without paying its mana cost for as long as Innet remains on the battlefield. All right. And then an oversized Avacyn. I don't know why Avacyn would be oversized. Any longer-term Magic players than me that were playing Magic when Avacyn first came out that would know why she would be an oversized. I mean, well, here's a regular card. I mean, she large, she big. I mean, this is a good card in as itself, but why is it oversized? Avacyn and other permanents you control are indestructible. Sure, let's make that an oversized card. Then we've got Archenemy rule sheet, it looks like. And then we've got Teo, Planeswalker, Clever Impersonator. Okay. Enters battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent on the battlefield. Okay. Some of these look like they've seen better days. You gain twice X life. Put Sanguine Sacrament on the bottom of its owner's library. Thragtusk. Evra Halcyon Witness. Or Thragtusk. When it enters the battlefield, gain 5 life. When it leaves the battlefield, make a 3/3 green beast. Evra Halcyon Witness. Lifelink, exchange your life total with Evra. I guess that's if you're about to die, you can gain 4. Is a miracle. Terminus, put all creatures on the bottom of their owner's libraries. Chroma's Vengeance, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. Soul Warden. Magus of the Balance. Not familiar with this one. White and 1. Pay white and 4 to tap this human wizard. Sack it. Each player chooses a number of lands they control equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, then sacrifices the rest. Each player discard cards and sacrifices creatures the same way. Okay. Casualties of War. Okay. What is this? Adarkar Valkyrie, 2 white and 4, flying vigilant snow angel. Snow creature angel. Flying Vigi, when target creature other than Adarkar Valkyrie dies this turn, return that card to the battlefield under your control. Okay, so you have a opponent's creature die, tap her, and you get that creature. So you can start stealing stuff. I like it. Soul Warden and a Fumigate. Nice. Okay, so we got some stuff in that box. Now let's check out this one. Maybe this one will be an actual commander deck. Oh, maybe. Okay, so this has the 3. So I think this is an actual Nekuzar. Oh, yeah. This looks like a complete commander deck. That is what this looks like. Echo Mage, fun card. Jace's Archivist, true name Nemesis. Eo the Silent Prophet, pay 2, return 2 lands you control to their owner's hands. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. Fun. Baleful Force. Draw a card and lose a life. Soul Ring, Bauble, Amaryllis Sphere, Swiftfoot Boots. Obelisk of Grixis, Temple Bell. Eye of Doom. 4 mana. When it enters the battlefield, each player chooses a non-land permanent and puts a Doom counter on it. Pay 2 to sack it. Destroy each permanent with a Doom counter on it. All right. Ooh, a Mirari. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, pay 3. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. Propaganda, that's really good. Spiteful Visions. Draw an additional card. Whenever a player draws a card, it deals 1 damage. Okay. Arcane Melee. Instant and sorcery spells cost 2 less to cast. Price of Knowledge. Players have no max hand size at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. It deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in that player's hands. Nice. Yeah, this is all about drawing cards and making people pay for it. Split second. Illusionist Gambit. Pay 2 blue and 2. Cast it only during the declare blocker steps of an opponent's turn. Remove all attacking creature from combat and untap them. After there's this phase, there is an additional combat phase. Each of those creatures attacks that combat if able. They can't attack you or a combat you control, or a planeswalker you control that combat. So basically they attack you, you say nope, try again, and have them attack somebody else. That's freaking hilarious. I love it. I need to find some more of those. Wild Ricochet. Choose new targets for target instant or sorcery spell. Opportunity. Starstorm. Deals X damage to each creature. Infest. Tempt with Reflections. Choose target creature you control. Put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. Each opponent may put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. For each opponent who does, put a token on the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. Incendiary Command, Thesis. Cruel Ultimatum, Decree of Pain. There's some good stuff in this. Army of the Damned. Oh, man. Bajuka Bog, Crumbling Necropolis. But there's not going to be any, I don't think, really any good lands in here, I don't think. No. No good lands, because this is before, I mean, well, Commander decks have always been notorious for having terrible, terrible mana bases, right? Because that would be, you know, too much of a good thing if Commander decks came with a good mana base. But that is a complete Nekuzar deck, it looks like. I'll try to price this one out 2 ways. What a new one would cost, because all those cards look to be in good condition, and maybe price out the individual cards. But that's wild. That's crazy. All right, so that is the 2 Commander decks. Let's get into another box. I mean, we've got boxes all over the place, I swear. Oh, and in this box, more boxes. Okay, let's see what we got in here. All right, so this has got a little something in it. Read the bones. It just looks like some commons in black. Yep, that's all that looks like. Commons in black. And let's see this other box. This looks like it's got a little more in it. This might be more commons in black. Yep, that's what it looks like to me. Yep, more commons in black. Okay. Get these back in here. And what I'll try to do too, you know, I've said I'm going to go through and kind of price everything out. I'll try to hit the highlights too at the very end. What's the best cards from this box that I've been able to pull, so that we kind of get an idea where our good value is. So from the rest of this, I just pulled this stack, so I'm just going to break this up. Okay. Oh, Time Warp. Extra spell turn. That's fantastic. Can we hit another one? That might be it. Let's see. Not seeing anything that's really jumping out at me right now. Just seeing a lot of uncommons. That Time Warp though, I'll take that. Telepathy, that's kind of funny. Curiosity just got a reprint. Okay. Lots of Grasp of Phantoms. Mind Control. That might be the only Time Warp in here, unless they're, no, I don't think they're in alphabetical order. Murder of Crows, Master Thief. Ooh, Trinket Mage, I think that might be something. Riddle Smith. Alright, so I think that is it for this box. Get through these last couple here. Oh, some Geralf's Mind Crushers. Okay, okay. I see you. All right, so that is it for that box. And we will take another break right here. And actually what I want to do is I'm going to put these dice, because Coraline can't seem to stay away from those, into that box right there. So, just as another thank you for hanging out with me, here is another arena code. And after the break, we will attempt to open some more boxes. We'll see y'all shortly.